I'm going to start today with a poem by Erin Hansen, and it reads, "There is freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky, and you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? What if you fly?" And that's what I want to talk to you about today, which is doing the thing that you really want to do, because you'll never really feel ready. And there are a million things that could go wrong that you can dream up in your mind. And whilst that might be true, what if none of them happen? What if none of the worst things that you're thinking about actually happen? What is the worst that can happen? You go back to doing what you're doing now. But it won't. In my experience, that won't happen, because as soon as you take that leap, you signal to your soul that you're ready for the next level of evolution, and it will guide your way. You put one foot forward in front of the other, and the floor will appear when you need it to appear. Just when you think you're on the edge, you take one more step. Just when you think you're on the edge, you take one more step, and the floor appears. A stepping stone appears. Something catches you. The universe is here to help you expand. You are part of the universe. The universe's natural default mode is expansion. It's expanding right now as we speak. All of creation is expanding right now as we speak, and you and me are a part of that. And following the thing that you're really called to do is a part of that expansion, to create a world in which you're doing the thing that you want to do. And as a result of that, there will be a ripple effect of all the people that are positively affected by you stepping into doing what you came here to do. You doing the very thing that you want to do. Why is there going to be a positive ripple effect? Because you are going to start showing up more happy and content and at peace and excited and joyful and aligned. And that vibration is infectious. That emotion is infectious, and other people will be positively influenced by you. You're never going to feel courageous enough, brave enough, risk averse enough. Those things are just not going to happen. You take the next step anyway, without knowing, without having a perfect plan, without being as brave as you think you need to be. You just do it anyway, and you figure it out as you go. What's the alternative? You stay where you are and you keep thinking about it in your head. And so all this conversation is happening in your head, but the situation around you remains exactly the same. And then all of the years in your life go by, and then you die. So if the end goal, or the finish line, sorry, is death, then why would you not take a chance on your soul? Why would you not take a chance on your soul if the finish line is death anyway? Whether you do the thing that you want to do and live a happy, excited, joyful, aligned, expansive life or not, you're going to die either way. So why not try it? Why not take the step? Maybe it's time for you to bet on yourself instead of relying on other people. Bet on yourself. Go all in on yourself. Share a quick story of where I've done that. And this may or may not land, may or may not resonate, but in 2018, I was in my my recruiter job in an agency that I worked at in central London. And I just started my podcast but I was working long hours in the office and recording my podcast when I got home. And I saw this entrepreneurs event that was happening in Vegas called Thrive. And I wanted to go. The ticket cost quite a bit, and I didn't have all of the money at the time. And I didn't quite know what I was going to get from it. Like, I didn't even know why I wanted to go, but I just felt drawn to going. And I thought, oh, if I put all of this, my negative side of my mind was like, if I put all of this time and energy into going and this money, what if I don't get anything out of it? What if it's just a waste of time? And then my brother said to me, look, there's all of these people who are speaking. They're all people that you really are inspired by and you've been watching them. Why would you not go? This is your type of thing. And I was like, yeah, but I have never flown that far from home before. I've never gone to an event like this. And I was kind of afraid because I was like, if I go on my own, there's going to be thousands of people there. Like, what if I don't speak to anyone and don't make friends and blah, blah, blah. All of these things that were stressing me out started to come up, all of my stuff, essentially. But there's only one reason to go. I only needed one reason to go, and that is because it felt right in my soul. I just knew it. There's certain things in your life that you just know are right for you, regardless of what anyone says. You know they're right for you. And I decided to go. And not only did I make a bunch of friends there, I met my coach, who's now my coach, and I started working with him from months after getting back. I started working with him. I had him on my podcast, and I tried to have him on my podcast long before that, but I just didn't have any contact details. And then I ended up meeting him in person there, which also happened by chance. And then he was on my podcast, and we've just been working together ever since. And it has changed big parts of my life. The emotional landscape within me has shifted because I was able to embrace my story and look at the things that were making me feel heavy and angry and sad and depressed. And I was able to work through them in a supportive environment. And that is part of the reason why I do what I do. Taking action and going to that event was a stepping stone into the unknown. And the next step presented itself because I took that very first step of booking that plane ticket and deciding I'm going to turn up. I don't know what's going to happen, but it feels good. And as long as it feels good, I have to trust that. And that's what's led me to doing the work that I do today. Is part of my gift was uncovered because I started working with him. And how did I meet him? It's because I went to that event. Would I have met him otherwise? Maybe. But that's not the reality that I'm living. I can't tell you that story because that's not how it happened. So I say all of this to say, I invite you to do the very thing that excites you, that you want to do, that you don't feel quite ready to do, but you know deep down you want to do it. Just start. Take imperfect action and start. The clarity will follow when you take the next step. Clarity will follow when you take the next step. You will not have clarity up front. You will have a feeling. And that feeling is enough clarity to begin with. And clarity will begin to expand and come into your life the more you walk in the direction that your soul is guiding you to walk in. So I'm going to leave it here for today. I love you, and I will talk to you again soon. One love.